This is the big one. The Slender Eyes. Love this product. There's nothing like this on the planet. This product has helped so many people, whether it's losing hundreds of pounds or just those fitness people, or, right before, summertime, just to kind of lose that last little bit of body fat. This has been a tremendous product. The fun part, though, is a lot of people use this because they want to lose weight. But the best part is, again, because we're helping to support and help and rebalance some of the hormones that have gotten off kilter, so many other great things happen. So like a lot of people, normally regularly, especially if you're on different medications and you go see your doctor, you regularly get blood work done. And it's a lot of fun to watch your blood work improve. We've had a lot of people, of course, work with your doctor, but they've been able to work with their doctor, get off their diabetes medications, their blood pressure medications, different medications that they're on because of their lifestyle. And this is a great tool. And that's what this is. It's a tool to help you reset and rebalance various areas of your body. From thyroid support, your thyroid is your master metabolism gland. So if your thyroid's off kilter, which probably worldwide, we have heard more about hypothyroidism than anything on the planet, right? Hypo meaning sluggish. It's not working up to par. It's below, right? It's below its capacity versus hyper, right? So your thyroid's right here in your neck, right here, and it's your master metabolism gland. If it's not working properly, you're going to struggle losing weight, and you're going to have a whole host of other things happening. So we want to balance and support the thyroid. We talked about cortisol with Elite. We also have ingredients to help support and balance cortisol, your stress hormone, right? So we're doing double duty here with these two products on your stress. So you're going to feel really good. And people report feeling really good. I'll have you know that blood sugar, let's talk about blood sugar. I don't like to make things complicated, but you do need to know a little bit about your body, right? In order to understand how this all works. So have you heard of the hormone insulin? Insulin. So you might know that, Rod. I see you shaking your head. Good. I'm glad to hear that. You might know that from diabetics, right? Because diabetics always struggle with their insulin levels, right? And if you think about diabetics, they also probably struggle with the food choices that they make. They eat sugary foods and breads and the carbs and all those things that spike their insulin, right? So the way that works is when you, whether you're diabetic or not, whether you eat a spoonful of sugar, a slice of pizza, or anything along a cookie, anything, along those lines, all of us, what happens is when that spike happens in your blood sugar, that glucose goes up, your body says, oh, we need to contact the pancreas to release insulin to go grab that and store it, right? And so insulin is your fat storage hormone. So the idea is, if you're trying to lose weight, you don't want your insulin out all the time, because if it's out all the time, that means you're in fat storage mode, not fat burning mode, right? So if we could find a way to help you with that insulin and get it more under control, wouldn't you like that? Well, the fun part is the Slender Eyes drops, and we'll talk specifically about them in a minute, but the Slender Eyes drops help to reset your brain, reset your taste buds, so that it's so much fun. Within 3 or 4 days, you'll notice a difference in your cravings, right? If you're a sugar addict, you have to have that thing, whether that's that donut or that soda or whatever it is, that bread when you go to a restaurant. But if we could kind of reset that addiction and get you back to making healthier choices, wouldn't that be fun and easy? And wouldn't you have more success in your weight loss? Yes, Rebecca, I see you shaking your head. Absolutely. So the Slender Eyes drops help you get control of your insulin. You might not be a diabetic, but guess what? Diabetics could utilize this product too to help support them in that way. We've helped many a diabetic work with their doctor, of course, but get control in their own life so that they can go back to their doctor and say, hey, I don't want to be on insulin or metformin or, whether it's the insulin shots or whether it's the drugs the rest of my life. I'm going to do things at home to help me. I need you to help me as I make improvements to wean off of these. And that's how you, as a brand partner, can work with someone to help them work with their doctor when you're not a doctor. Does that make sense? We don't treat, diagnose, or cure, but we've got these tools that can help support them. So they can say to their doctor, hey, I don't want to be on this the rest of my life. I'm going to do my part, doc. I need you to help me as my numbers improve to back off some of those things, because I don't want to be on, XYZ medication the rest of my life. Does that make sense? So whether you're diabetic, whether someone diabetic, or whether you just want to lose, a little bit of weight or even a lot of weight, these are some of the keys to that. Because if we can help control your insulin, bring that down to normal levels, right? So you're not in fat storage mode all the time. If we can help control your thyroid and support it more than anything, if we can help bring down your cortisol, your stress hormone, right? I mean, life can make you stressed, but you want tools that are clean and healthy, like we have here between these two products and the ingredients in here, which both of those are ashwagandha. There's ashwagandha in here and there's ashwagandha in the Elite. If we can bring down that cortisol, those are three major hormones. Now, again, I don't want to make things complicated, but I want you to understand how the body works. Our hormones are all connected. Think of it as a big spider web. If one area goes down, it pulls down another. Now, let me show you a connection between your stress hormone cortisol and your fat storage hormone insulin. The best way to describe it is big sister, little sister, or big brother, little brother. I'm the oldest in my family. And when I was younger, my little sister, who was 5 years younger than me, used to want to do everything I did. She wanted to follow me around and do everything, right? So if you think of the big sister as cortisol, the little sister as insulin, when cortisol elevates, insulin elevates. When cortisol comes down, insulin comes down. So let's think about that. So if you're stressed, even if you haven't eaten any sugar, if you're stressed, your cortisol goes up. Guess what? When you're stressed, your cortisol goes up, your insulin also goes up, even if you haven't eaten any sugar. It's just the nature of those two hormones. Now, if you're also eating sugar, your insulin's also going to go way up. So think about this. If we can bring cortisol down, your stress hormone, right, make you feel good, you're also bringing insulin down. What does that do for weight loss? That's going to help you with weight loss, right? Because remember, insulin's your fat storage hormone. You don't want that elevated all the time. It's obviously going to elevate when you eat, but you don't want it elevated, just when you're stressed, right? And so if we can make you feel good, bring down cortisol natural with these tools, right? It'll also bring down insulin. Are you following me? I hope I'm not being too complicated. I just want you to get the power of what we have here, because all of those, the thyroid hormones, the insulin hormone, the cortisol hormone, also have an impact on your estrogen, your progesterone, your testosterone. They all connect together. So like I said, the spider web, if one area falls, it starts to bring down the other. So if we can support some of these major ones, guess what? You're going to notice some other things. Ladies, we have people tell us, they go on Slenderize because they want to lose weight, and they tell us their hot flashes have gone away. That makes perfect sense because we're supporting some of these other hormones. Men, guess what? You can also have hot flashes. Menopause, right? It's actually called andropause, but you can have some of those imbalances in your own hormones that you don't want as you get older as well.